Maybe you feel like many aspects of your life, your dreams have been shattered. What you've been able to hold on to, what works before, doesn't seem to work anymore. You're wondering, how can I get back up? Well, I'm here to show you. I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this is episode 172. When your hopes and dreams are shattered on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Did you know that there are success patterns to help you achieve more, to help you live a better and extraordinary life right now? Well, I'm Jimi Hendrick. I am a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I am a success, confidence, and thrive coach. And if you'll come with me, I'll show you these success patterns. Let's go. Proverbs 14:16 says, "A just man falleth 7 times, and 7 times he gets back up." You know, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be as honest with you as I can. I've had a lot of struggle lately. And it's not very often that I have to come on the air and say that as a success, confidence, and thrive coach, I have to say that I have my struggles too. You know, I sit there and I wonder, how, with my keynote being canceled and a lot of other changes in my life, I've been depressed, and I thought, well, how am I ever going to get through this? And I was listening to some motivational things, and, they have a lot of wonderful things, but one thing I liked about one in particular is it talks about how that just man falls 7 times and gets back up. You think about that? Just man falls 7 times, but he gets back up. Now I know it's not easy. It's not easy me podcasting to you right now. When your hopes and dreams are shattered, you're probably wondering which way to go. I think this is a time for you to pause, recalibrate your dreams and everything in accordance to God's will. Because there's a reason, maybe, that you got disappointed. There's a reason, maybe, that you didn't get the job. There's a reason that maybe that girl or that guy that, you were dating for a while said no, split up. There's a reason for a lot of things. And you're thinking, Jimmy, how can you help me? My dreams are shattered. You're sitting there and you're talking about, the CAP method. Choose, act, pursue happiness. How can I do this? My dreams are shattered. They're on the floor. They're shattered. They're on the floor right now. What can you do? What can you tell me? How about this? How about another kernel of wisdom from the Word of God. Psalm 37:23 says, the steps of a good man are ordered by God. Sometimes what we got to do is we got to seek God. Return back to the basics. The basics of what our values are. See, when your hopes and dreams are shattered, and maybe you find yourself alone, a lot of personal development and self-development gurus will say, well, you need to be alone with your thoughts. Okay, that's fine if maybe they're ordered by God, if you stay close to God and everything. But as somebody that has ADD, okay, thoughts are going to wander. and if you got ADD and bipolar disorder, it's a double whammy. Your thoughts are going to wander. And so sometimes that brings out some negative thoughts. And so that's why we need to be ordered by God. We need help through Him. I'm gonna say it the way it is. Life is not easy. It's never easy. But the one thing I can say as a Christian is that we have a high priest, even Jesus Christ, who understands what we're going through. Okay, so our dreams get shattered. It's something. I was sitting, of course, this podcast is being released on the 12th of October. I'm recording it in the evening, the early evening hours of the 11th of October. And I sat there and I thought about it, and I thought, everybody has their advice. But sometimes we have to return back to the basics. And part of returning back to those basics is finding your compelling reason why. And sometimes that's not easy. You're wondering, who are you doing it for? Who are you doing it for? Who are you dreaming for? What I feel like I'm going through right now is much like a crisis I went through. Really started in 2003 and culminated in 2013. On April 4th of 2003, I was informed that my best friend Keith had passed away. And I tell you, I lived for the time I spent together with my best friend. My dream was that we would be together, live together, have the best possible life together. But the fact of the matter is, his spirit was stronger than his body. His spirit was stronger than his body. And for the longest time, I'm kind of like, why dream anymore? My dream is crushed. I have no one to share it with. And then, I guess it was around 2009, I thought, well, I met my best friend Michael. I thought, well, maybe there's a chance. Of course, he married off. He doesn't live too far from me at all. And I got to thinking, I thought, he and I will always be close. Nothing's ever going to really change that. We've had some peaks and valleys. That's what life's about in some ways, the peaks and valleys. And yeah, it hurts. And you say, well, Jimmy, you say to have a compelling reason why. Okay, have a compelling reason why. Well, my dreams are shattered. I'm just picking up the pieces here. I'm not supposed to know what the compelling reason why is. Let's answer this, and I'm going through the same process myself. Why did you want your dream? Originally, I wanted to have that first keynote address. I went on stage outside of Toastmasters so that I could really, have some exposure and bring my idea to a stage and actually just feel like I was making a difference in the lives of people around me. It just feels like, believe me, I know what it's like to feel like you're picking up the pieces. The problems and issues in life oftentimes shut down your vision and shut down your ability to see your future clearly. And I'm going to tell you something, I've been there. In a way, this past year and a half, I've been there. It's like a holding pattern. The vision gets shut down. You need to decide what it is you really want, okay? One of the things I think is the worst thing that we can do is decide, well, this is what we don't want. You focus too much on what you don't want, that's divided focus, and often the reactive culture will give you something you don't want. Okay, so that's something else to think about. And here's something else, okay, this is just occurring to me. What could you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Okay, so the dream that you had didn't work in this instance. I don't know, it's like, I remember when I was a very small child and had a hard time walking and balancing myself. And also some other things that I had a maternal grandfather that was like, well, now James, come on, and so you failed, so it didn't work out. You get up and try again. Just do your best. And I don't know, it's like, he's been gone this November, he'd be gone 32 years. And it's almost like I can hear that man say, James Anthony, you're just going to lay there and give up just because some things didn't work out? You're just going to lay there and give up just because, you think no one understands you? That you don't fit in? Maybe that's part of the reasons why your dreams is being shattered. You feel like you gotta fit in. And who do we blame for that, folks? Who's responsible for that? Think about it, plain truth. The reactive culture. Our reactive culture